Hey, good morning. It is a Sunday. I was going to title it Sunday Spaceships and Motivation, but couldn't fit it all in the title. Won't let me fit that much stuff in. So there's some hidden codes in the title sometimes. Hey, good morning. This is Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, and this is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. It's about 7:45 a.m. on a Sunday. This is our 605th episode. So it's like 605, right? What we're going to talk about today, I want to talk about motivation, spaceships, and MVP. When I say MVP is the minimum viable product that everybody asks about. So we're going to do a little minimal viable product thing that you could probably do pretty inexpensively with your teams. If we ever get back together, maybe we can do it virtually too. It'd be interesting. Actually, it would be an interesting whiteboard exercise. We'll go through it with an actual, we'll see about it. But motivation. But what are we talking about? We talk about bringing value to the customer, right? Not working crazy hours, having a little fun. That's why I got, got to have some fun and what you do and how you do it. Otherwise, it's just blah humbug. So, but we do this so we don't work crazy hours. So we understand what we're doing, so we can move on to the next phase and have some fun in the office and get home to family and friends and have fun with them. So you can mix it up with everybody and do some things. And ask your kids outright, what do you think something that maybe a minimal viable product would really be? Compared to how people try to do it in the office, right? So motivation. What was the thing motivation? Part of me, like everybody else, I get demotivated. Some days I'm more motivated than other days. It's a rainy, cold day out. Not really motivated today. But, I listen to Gary Vee every once in a while. He's social media. He talks about, and I don't know. I know what he does is motivation. Just imagine the three closest people you tomorrow, feel happy that your family as closest people are still on this planet, right? And that's his motivation. It's like every day experience everything. Because the saddest, worst day of his life would be when his three closest people would pass or something like that. So if they're not there, so that's a great day because it's not that worst day. I don't know if I would use such a negative expense for the motivation, but it works for some people. Maybe it will work with you. So that's how Gary Vee does it. I was thinking about with all the spaceships, and we just got like 11, I think it's 11 people up in the space station. Thought of it this way. If you were on the space station and you were up there for a month of time, would you sleep in every day? I don't know. Would you? I mean, maybe it might be nice to sleep in space for a while. It'd be so quiet. But what it would be like to do that, take a long nap, probably just one day. It would just be like, I'm going to take one day and I'm just going to sleep for as long as I can and see what it would be like. However, I would think that if you're up there in space for as little bit of time as you got, you'd be doing all kinds of stuff, motivated, because I think, oh my God, this is a once in a lifetime operation. They're going to be in here. And I still think they're going to be in there for quite a few months in the next rotation. Doing stuff, doing little, no matter how small the experiment is to get motivated. So my thought about motivation, a different take on it, because there's always different ways to do it. Think about it. Is your job like being on the space station? You got one chance to be in there to do what you want to do, have some fun, design some interesting stuff. Why not treat it as if you were up there in space at the space station for 100 days or for 6 months and just like every day, boom, boom, boom. Oh, Courtney. Hi, Courtney. Courtney Uncooked, who has a very good raw, uncooked show if you want to watch it. Especially good for healthy food. Whenever we get back in the office, we're going to eat healthy, bring some food in. There's a great show for you to do it. Good morning. She's saying good morning. So anyway, being on a space station would be great. Maybe a different type of motivation versus imagining everybody dead. And that since they're not all dead, it must be a great day. I think that's a little bit extreme. So that's just some one motivation, space theme. Give that to you. And I am an engineer shirt. As you can tell, I can't spell. I can do math sometimes. I used to be good at it. So MVP, minimal viable product, is what we use in the software world. A lot of people say, hey, what's minimal viable product? It's the minimum viable product you can give to your customer and they can use it, buy it from you and go with it. And then later on you build on it. There's always a debate. Well, MVP, maybe we just put sections of it at a time. I'm like, well, it has to have value. The customer's got to want it. So I got one of these model rockets out. And this is something you can do, and I'm opening it up. So I'm opening the rocket package up. Kids like to do this, but you know what? I'm doing it for the show. Stealing it. So I got, looks like, wow, a lot of it's already put together. Never had a rocket set that actually had a lot of it already put together. So this is the top nose cone. Oh, here's two parts. It's actually not put together. Most of it is. But so I have a cone. So I have this. I have the main rocket area. I have the cone. What else we got in this box? I got a package of stuff. So in some of the world of minimum viable products, this would be like, hey, we delivered this. This is what we delivered on a sprint. I'm like, but what is anybody going to use this for? So this is why this is a great MVP activity. It's a small little package. I don't know, it cost me $20 for that one. I think this one was 10. Anyway, you can buy them online. They have discounts everyone. So there we go. Hey, we made this package. It has the instructions on it. It has some stuff, has some landing pegs, but it's not connected to anything. Or, hey, we delivered this nose cone, which really weighs a lot, actually. It's got all the weight in it already. Here's the nose cone. Hey, that's MVP. But what am I going to use this for a customer, right? And then I have this main body, right? Is this MVP? We drew so a lot of teams will try to go say, hey, I delivered this in my sprint, and then I delivered this in my sprint. And they try to say, well, there's no business value related to that story or nor that item, right? So what you need to do, you got to think of it MVP as growing up. And this is like the engine compartment. Stick the engines in here. Never had that when I was a kid. It was just all cardboard. And then here's some legs, right? Here's some legs, right? So I got some legs. They lands like that. And then you got to glue it on. So I'm going to let the kids do all that fun stuff. Let them have fun and enjoy it. Like this is, so the landing legs go here, like that. Probably going to fall apart. This would all get glued together. Like that. So maybe in the sprint we did this, put the leg on it. Now here's a bug. The leg doesn't fit. No, the leg fits. But, you know, they like to call those bugs. And I did that. Like that. So there I got that. So this might be a great example of safe, by the way, or scaled. So I made the rock. I made the bottom part, right? Another group. Whoops, it's falling apart. I'm integrating. I'm doing an integration sprint. We're doing an integration sprint. This would be so great for. You should make all your teams buy models. Make all your teams do this and do. Here's the integration. Integration that part, and then I'm integrating this part. Pretty much got a rocket. There you go. All done. So maybe at the integration, maybe we had 3 teams do it. Maybe one team did the engine part, right? Another team did the center part. And then the third team did this part. And then we demo the entire thing. That is what scaling is about, really. So the MVP is when all 3 teams deliver the product, right? So now I have 3 teams work separately. They built their rocket and they launch it part of demo. But MVP is not this, right? It's not that part. MVP is not the middle part, right? And MVP is not the nose cone. MVP would be to build it all together, right? And this is a real simple rocket just to get in space, right? Just a simple rocket. And then maybe the harder one would be more advanced rocket. Would be a bigger one. So you learn a little, get it out there, see what people like to play with, what they liked about the activities, complicated not. This is pretty much all done. This was really simple. You can put it in the bag, get my son to do it. But anyway, So that's the idea behind MVP. It's not each individual part is an MVP. You have to put something together that's actually usable and usable by the customer. That's MVP. So hope that worked for you. I think that's an awesome way of doing an MVP. You could even do this in a virtual environment on a whiteboard. You can draw out the different parts of the rocket and have them assembled together, right? And ask them, would doing the base of the rocket be an MVP? Putting this together, would that be an MVP? Can I do anything with it? Right? Or would it be putting it all together? Different ways of looking at it. So that's what I have for this show today. Today is Sunday. Please give us a thumbs up if you like it. And again, I highly recommend Courtney Uncooked, her website for raw, uncooked food. It's pretty interesting. Ring the little bell if you like the show. And you all have a great day here this Sunday or any day. Happy scrumming. And think about your MVP. I really do think this would be an awesome activity. I don't know why I never thought about it before. For teams to learn about MVP. And then at the end, it would be really cool. You can actually launch the rocket off. Go out to the parking lot for your offices, because there ain't nobody there now, and you can launch it in the office. Don't violate any altitude rules or something. Anyway, have a great day. Enjoy your day, and see you tomorrow. Bye.